Kiamba. Very well.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to also make a contribution to the President's speech. First and foremost, Honorable Speaker, I wish to appreciate two important things. One thing that I actually liked in that speech is the promise that there will be exemption of taxation to agricultural inputs. I hope that is implemented very fast because our farmers are suffering with very expensive inputs that has made farming unprofitable. Honorable Speaker, I wish that is actually reinforced so that we could actually have our farmers benefiting from the issue of farming, the business of farming. Secondly, I wish to appreciate the issue of the sugar, the incentive they were actually given, and now that the fact that we can have our own sugar, I think that is a plus. Nevertheless, I think I have so many questions to ask on the President's speech, and I wish these issues would actually be put into context. One, Honorable Speaker, I think the concept of SHA was very beautiful, but the implementation, as far as I'm concerned, remains a scam. Simply because you realize today the people taking the burden of SHA are the salaried people. Kenya is not made of salaried people alone. When they carry the burden of SHA without the big businessmen who are not in SHA, the informal sector, you're making the salaried person a slave. This is specifically discriminatory, and I do not know what they were hiring for. If this is a program for Kenya, we surely need to have everybody in board, and we do not only have the salaried people carry the burden of SHA. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, when we were in this house, I heard also SHA is a Taifa Care. How many things are being introduced outside this parliament? I think it is respectful. The terms we get in this parliament continue to be used consistently. Otherwise, we are house for decoration. We are not house to make decisions for Kenyan. I was very shocked to hear, I don't know what care. While I knew very well we had SHA and we had the issue of chef, which we all knew. I think it is very demoting for people behind the curtains to go and start having other funny names because it erodes the Kenyan trust. Because you wonder when those names were crafted, what else was actually crafted. On the issue of SHA, Honorable Speaker, you know, people are hiding. What benefits are getting to these people? There is a lot of, what benefits? A person who has dialysis, a family, is being entitled to shillings per session, 6,000 shillings. How much is a session of dialysis? Honorable Speaker, let's unpackage this. And let's not pretend that we are newcomers in Kenya. If you give somebody with dialysis 6,000 shillings per family, what are you actually giving? That's a big joke. I think that needs to be reviewed. Honorable Speaker, the Andan in SHA must go out. If we have said Andan is corrupt, Andan is corrupt all through. We cannot have an element of Adan in SHA, and it's being covered up to think like we don't have Adan. We need Adan out of SHA, Honorable Speaker. And I think that is actually in order. Honorable Speaker, yes, my second point goes to...
Honorable Speaker, everything that is said and mentioned on this floor of the House, Honorable Speaker, has to be substantiated, Honorable Speaker, and must be factual. Honorable Speaker, I ask that the Speaker on the floor of the House produce evidence that Adani has something to do with SHA. Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, I think that member must be very foreign.
And the language in this house is not that casual. This is a house of order, house of rules. Members raised from his place and ask that you substantiate the issue of the relationship between Adan and SHA. Proceed or withdraw.
Honorable Speaker, if I'm not reading right, one of the companies that is actually implementing SHA is in partnership with Andani. And it is all over. Honorable Speaker, I can actually bring that information if you give me time.
Order, House of Records, could you proceed and name the company and produce the documents of that company and its relationship with the same? In the House of Rules and Order. Proceed with your speech. Proceed with your address.
Honorable Speaker, I can see everybody's in arms because this House has decided that any other voice should not actually be heard. But Honorable Speaker, protect me. My second point, Honorable Speaker, nobody is against public-private partnership. And when we say we accuse Adani and the Kenyans rejected the issue of Adani, it is not issue of rejecting public-private partnership.
Add the 100 minute. Yes, her time was taken away. 1 minute.
Honorable Speaker, I need my God. Honorable Speaker, I think, Honorable Speaker, the issue of governance. I think the President talked about this. But recently, when we had what we are calling the broad-based government, what we are witnessing is a case where the opposition has joined the government. I can say practically in this House, we don't have a functional opposition because everything is becoming yes, 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 yes. And I don't think Kenyans are getting what they should get out of the parliament. This is reducing the democratic space that the Kenyans have actually worked so hard to develop. Honorable Speaker.
We can't block up. Yes, what's your point of order, Honorable Member? Please give, yes, the microphone is there for you.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Member has just talked about opposition joining the government. I would like to confirm to you that I'm in the opposition, I've not joined any other government, and if there is anyone who has joined, please clarify to us who is this person called opposition. As a member of ODM party, I'm in the opposition and there to stay until you are elected.
Your point of order has been made. Please, the Speaker on the floor, conclude.
I've not mentioned anybody. I'm giving my opinion on what I see in the floor of the House. I'm giving my opinion of what I see in the floor of the House, where the opposition leader fully supports the government and actually even speaks more than the proposer of the motion from the government side. Honorable Speaker, my last point. Since June 24, Honorable Speaker, this is a very important point. The President talked about we are having security. But since June 2023, this country has witnessed high levels of insecurity. Honorable Speaker, killing of the youth in Gen Zs. Even the Shakahola issue have never been answered. What is insecurity in Kenya?
Very well, you have had your bite. You have had your bite, Honorable Member. The Honorable Paul Biego.
Thank you, Mr.